In this video I want to show you these speakers. They are Creative T40 Series 2. So don't be fooled with this Series 2. These speakers are 18 years old, so they are adult in like pretty much all countries, but you can still buy them new. I'm not so sure how much that would be possible. That is why I bought these speakers new, and I want to share with you. So maybe if you have like same needs like me, maybe these speakers will be interesting for you. Probably the main reason why I bought these speakers is their form factor. If you want to go medium to high quality on desktop speakers, most of those speakers are like bookshelf. So they're like a little bit lower than these speakers, wider and fatter. But don't get me wrong, these speakers are not really thin, you know, if you look like this. But I really like this narrow design. It goes really well with wide screen. With displays, they are wider than 16:9. So my problem with bookshelf speakers are that they're like really nice somewhere in living room environment, but bookshelf speakers never look nice to me next to computer, next to monitor, keyboard, mouse, etc. I think these speakers looking beautiful, but don't get me fooled, they have like a mesh at the front that you can obviously remove. And also they're coming with the stand, which is not really nice, and I'm not sure if that stand affects sound in some way. I don't think so. Definitely adds a little bit more stability, but they're stable like this anyway. They're not moving and they sound really nice. As I said, these speakers belong to some medium to higher medium class of PC speakers, depending on how you look at them. They're old school, so they don't have like USB connection, any kind of like microphone input, anything like that. They don't have Bluetooth, they're just standard speakers with front controls. Price of these speakers are around 100 euros or dollars, depending on where you're looking, probably a little bit more. I think they're worth this much. So comparing to today's prices, 100 euros or dollars are nothing, and they're giving a really nice sound. Obviously, I don't have a lot of speakers in this PC category to compare it, but I have a lot of speakers in my house, in my other office, and I can say they sound great for any kind of music. I go through a lot of genres and all of them sound really nice. I didn't have to change anything in EQ or on front. I just left bass in the middle and also add a little bit treble, but it's not like they need this. Voice sounds great, gaming sounds amazing, like a racing game of Battlefield. It was like really great experience of this widescreen with these speakers. The bass is amazing and the source is good, but the only flaw with these speakers I found, when let's say someone is doing amateur production and they're probably like editing sound on the laptop speakers and they're thinking, oh, I need more bass, and when they add too much bass without like checking on any other speakers other than laptop speakers, that voice, let's say some YouTube video, can sound not that good. Then his bass is like too much. It is not because of the speakers, because as I said, any professional and a lot of amateur productions sounds amazing of these speakers. If your computer doesn't output any sound for 10 minutes, this speakers is going to sleep. You need around 4 or 5 seconds of playback. They can wake up again. Depending of your day, of your workload, this can be a big problem or not problem at all. One day it's really annoying to me, and other day I don't even notice that, but I definitely notice from other people that this is the feature of these speakers that people hate the most. The other problem, which I was really disappointed, is that out of the box, the right speaker, this one was louder than left speaker, and I was like really disappointed, because the Creative brand is one of maybe 5 or 6 brands where I believe them in their products, in their like specification, in their like prices, and that is why I was a little bit disappointed. So it was a big deal for me. Let me explain. In the Windows, you can just go to the settings and adjust balance of the left and right speakers, and everything is good. But on the Mac, is not that easy. No native support for that, because Mac is like limiting what outputs you can adjust a left or right balance. You have some decent softwares for this, but also that softwares introduce maybe some other bugs, some other annoyance. I was not pleased with them. And also the problem is, because I'm doing output from the monitor to those speakers, so then I can use both Mac and Windows, and that I want to have identical balance on both systems, or anything I just plug in this monitor. And I found solution by adding some resistance for this speaker, and I will show you the pictures. I use some like adjusted potentiometer to find out how much I need to add resistance, and I found out I need about 1.5K, and then I just found small 1.5K resistor and do a little bit soldering and make cable like this. And now both of these speakers are balanced no matter where I connect them. After I did that, I was really pleased with these speakers. And don't be afraid. So if you're in a similar situation like I am, so you can still do this without a lot of electronical knowledge, without soldering even. You just need soldering. If you wanted to do this like, let's say nicely, there is like even more a better solution. I can open these speakers and do a little bit soldering inside. So I opened both of these speakers trying to find any obvious problem. Everything inside is like perfectly done, like really high quality. I believe just some issue, one in a maybe 10, one in a maybe 100. It was problematic for me to send these speakers to warranty. It's question how much people will even notice that, and it is not this room. I tried a lot to find out problem, and after initial trouble with these speakers, I'm like really pleased with them. There is not a much high quality speakers on the market these days, and they're looking really nice on the desk. This yellow and without mesh, it's really nice to look at them. I will show you the picture from my point of view while I'm sitting at the computer. Obviously, if you compare them with some other bookshelf speakers around 100 euros or dollars, or maybe 150, you will probably find some speakers that maybe sound better, but not that much, maybe even a little bit worse. But if you ask me, you will not find speakers that are looking this nice. This form factor is really unique these days. I just really like every time when I sit at the computer and look at them, it just adds a little bit happiness to my work or pastime next to computer.